Good morning and welcome back to my craft room. This morning I've jumped on quickly to bring the adults a craft. I've been gifted some beautiful vintage crockery recently, and I have most of it in my cupboards and I'm using most of it. But in these crockery sets there came 12 cups and saucers, and I've actually been given a second set since that has about 8 cups and saucers in it. They are beautiful, and my original thought was that I would use them for mosaics. However, the set that I'm going to show you in a minute doesn't quite have enough on it to be able to warrant using them and not wasting a lot of ceramic, and I don't want to be doing that when I can use them for something else. So what we're going to do with them, we are going to use them as multi-purpose. First of all, the first thing I've done with them is, through trial and error, I have used old candles and made some lovely teacup, that's the word I'm looking for, teacup candles. I will do another tutorial on these, but for the minute I just wanted to focus on this little one that we're going to do. So first of all, I've used it as a teacup candle, which will go on the side. I haven't glued them down or anything because I want this to be able to use for the project I'm going to show you next. So that's that. So that would look beautiful on your side. Obviously you've got the saucer to catch the heat. Make sure you put something underneath, like a coaster, something that's fireproof underneath, and you're not just putting it on wood, just so that heat doesn't go through, and all the other safety things that come with candles. So that's that one. So once it's burnt and we're finished, what we're going to do with it, we're going to use it for a second item. We're going to clean that cup out. We are going to make sure that we've taken any stickiness out of the bottom. We're going to make sure we've taken out the little black bit, if it's in there, because I know not all of them have them, that the wick was sat in, and that cup is going to be completely empty. And now we've got a clean cup and saucer. So what are we going to do with this? Now we're going to turn it into the bird feeder, and this is where the adhesive comes in, and we need to be quite careful. I want to allow the birds to be able to sit on it. I want to allow for it to be hung if we can. If you've got somewhere to hang it, it could sit on a windowsill if you wanted it to sit on a windowsill, as long as it's safe. So yeah, so I'm going to show you how to do these. We need to think about where the handle's going to be, especially if we're going to hang it. We need that to be almost central, and I am going to put it so that the lip is with the lip of the cup to the lip of the saucer, just so it's got that little bit of a tip, and so the bird has got somewhere to sit and be able to eat. Okay, so I'm going to show you a mistake that I made, and this is why I'm saying that handle needs to be in the middle if you want to hang it, because I made this one. Now, as you can see, the handle isn't in the middle. Well, when you put a chain or when you hang it, it tips. So this one is going to be put on a flat surface for the birds to eat out of. We'll leave that one there. So this one, now the adhesive I'm using, I have just got some laying around in the craft room. I'm sure most of us have got some somewhere, but for some reason it didn't want to open properly. So I'm about to throw it away, but I didn't want to waste the stuff that was inside. So I'm going to use the glue that's inside, and I'm going to paste it on. All of the glues come with instructions. Please make sure you follow whatever the instructions are. You read them first. I think this one needs to be, you put it on both sides and then you leave it to bond. I don't think, I know because I read the instructions. So I'm going to put that on there and leave that just for a minute, and then I'm going to leave this. Once I've done this, I will be getting rid of this. I do have dogs and things like that in my house, so I do not, as some of you would have heard, I do not want them getting hold of it, or any dangerous, or my grandchildren or anyone else, so this will be got rid of properly. So I've put a bit on there. Like that. So we've got a bit on there. We've got a bit on there. We are now going to put that in there, because then I know that's going to stop that coming out anymore. And I'm going to put that behind me and get rid of that safely in a minute. So we, like I said, we need to be very careful where we're putting that handle, and we're going to put the two together. Now I want it to tilt a little bit so that when we put the bird feed in it, it will look like it's falling out. Now I know that's got to go off, so what I'm now going to do, I'm going to get some masking tape. Okay, so we've jumped forward a little bit. So I've left it to dry. You can see the tilt, so that when we put the food in, it will fall out as they eat it from the front bit. So that's that, and the handle bits at the top. So how cool is that? So we're going to put some chain on. So this chain is just, I found this chain. It was part of a clutch bag that I had. You know, you used to get the chains that used to come with them, and I never used them. Some people did, but I never used them. But anyway, that's what this is. I've taken one of the hoops out so that I can attach it at the bottom. I'm going to attach it at the bottom just to try and keep it a little bit more stable when it's hanging outside. I would say in high winds, or if the weather's really bad, I would bring this in so that it doesn't fall and break or anything. So yeah, let's attach that on there, and then we're going to attach it on there and squeeze it together. There we go. That's all squeezed together, so that's hanging from there. And then this one has got a little hook on it, from where it would have attached to the handles on the bag, but otherwise I would have done exactly the same, taken out a hoop and attached it somewhere else. I'm going to leave this quite long because I will take it outside. I will put a picture up on my Facebook and Instagram page, and I will put the links in the message underneath. So there we go. So that, imagine that hanging in the tree, which I will send you a picture. So then we're going to pour our food into the cup, which then falls forward. And how pretty is that? There we go. Okay, take care. Thank you.